Gavin, how is this fall different from last fall and now entering Coach Early's second season?
I don't really know if there's much of a difference. I think obviously a lot of different faces in the building. We're trying to lead last year in the pass. That's the goal every time you come into a new year. But I think we've done a good job of just kind of setting standards of what we want to do. We want to do the common things uncommonly well. That's kind of our thing this year, and we're gonna try to ride with that. But no, we've done a good job just kind of coming out here. Yesterday's practice was awesome. The guys were fired up to be out here, so we're excited to see what the rest of the fall looks like.
Officially an upperclassman now, and now that some leaders like Jason, Hayden, Wyatt, others have departed, what does your role look like in the clubhouse and on the field as a leader?
I think just hold everyone to the same standard. Hold everyone accountable, whether they're younger than me, older than me, the same age as me. And, it's the same for any other guy on this team. They hold me accountable, hold all the other guys accountable as well. But just come out here, be that middle guy for coaches and to the players. Set the example the right way, do things by my actions and by my words. But just go out there and have fun and just let everyone know that we're here to play Aggie baseball.
What kind of growth did you have last year, even though you weren't playing? What kind of growth do you feel you had?
A lot off the field for sure. Obviously, I had a lot of time to myself, not on the field, so I was able to mature in a lot of ways that I didn't know I was able to. But now being back on the field, I see the game in a whole different perspective for sure. Whether that's how I treat guys, how I'm around guys, but being able to work with my teammates is the most important part of, kind of how to grow. That you're with these guys every single day. How you come out here, how you work with your coaches, teammates, athletic trainers, that's important. All these guys see that. So if I can set that example early, that's kind of the way I want to go about it.
Can you take us through what your injury was, exactly kind of how it happened, and just kind of the recovery process that ensued?
Yeah, I had ended up tearing my left labrum in my shoulder. I'm not really too sure how it happened. I would assume on a dive. But yeah, it was a long process, man. It was a long year for sure. But like I just said, there's a lot that I learned from it, a lot that I was able to grow during that time. I'm more than grateful to be back on the field, that's for sure. I'm grateful for the people that helped me get to where I am now. People here, all the trainees, the coaches, the doctors, people back at home. Yeah, it's been a long process, and I'm really grateful to be back.
You had your procedure back home, and how much time did you spend there?
Yeah, I had the procedure last March. I flew back home. I was home for about 2 weeks and then flew right back because I wanted to be back for the SEC time. But I hate missing time away from the team, especially during season. But it's what I had to do, and the guys knew what I had to do, and they were all super accepting of it and supported me the whole way. But then I ended up going back home for the summer. Spent my time there, rehab there. Was able to be around Dr. Elitrosh back in California, so anytime I had to go see him, I had that opportunity. But the people I was able to rehab with back at home, my training staff back at home, it was awesome. And like I said, I'm super grateful for all those people.
How hard was it to be sidelined, especially through a trying season like the team had?
It's hard, man. That's a tough thing. Even if we were doing good, it still sucks to be on the sideline. I felt like I had a big role in the team, and I'm upset that I wasn't able to fulfill that role like I did my freshman year. But like I said, there's a lot to grow from it. I'm excited for this year. I'm excited to move past last year, be on the better sides of things. So, just want to come out here, be a leader, and be whatever the guys need me to be.
You talk about leadership and stuff. Guys like Jace, Hayden, leave it. What is this locker room like, and how is it kind of meshing with some of the new faces, new leadership there?
We've done a great job, actually. These guys get along really well, and that's super exciting. You never know kind of what you're getting into when you got a whole bunch of new faces in the locker room, but these guys have been awesome, man. These guys are excited to be at A&M. These guys know what it takes to play in the SEC. I say this a lot, but there's not a bunch of guys from other SEC schools that transferred in from here, and I think that's so cool. Like, these guys want to play in the SEC, want to play for A&M, and they want to play for Coach Early and the rest of the guys in the locker room. So I think that's the coolest part about this team, and we enjoy being around each other.
How's this infield shaping up, and are you still expecting to play third base?
Absolutely, yeah. We're doing a great job. Coach Pennington's done an awesome job just kind of taking us through the day in and day out routines. It's nice when you got 11-year big leaguers mind out on the field for sure. But no, we've done great, man. These guys have been out here working extra hours, extra time, extra ground balls out there every single day. So all these guys want to play. It's a packed infield. We got a lot of young players who could play, a lot of older guys who have the chance to play. So I love seeing the competition every single day.
Coach told us that Chris is dealing with a little bit of a hand injury there, but what's it like having him in the locker room and just another talented hitter like that around?
He's a great man. He's a great guy. I love being around him. I love picking his brain. Obviously, he's one of the better hitters in college baseball. So when you got a bunch of guys in a locker room that can pick each other's brain, that's all you're looking for. But no, he's been great. One of the hardest workers I've seen so far this year. I'm excited to kind of see him back on the field, but it'll take time to get him there.
We saw you were coaching first base at the end of last season.
Yeah.
Obviously, that kind of transpired when Mike got ejected. But what did it mean that they let you continue to do that and have that kind of role on the team, even though you couldn't actually play in the field?
Yeah, it was great. I sat in the game. I sat in the dugout for 50, however many games we played last year, and I just, I felt like I could do more. I felt like we needed I felt like I needed coaches in the dugout, and they just let me go over there and kind of enjoy my time, just get my feet back on the field. So I thought that was really cool. There was nothing too crazy behind it, but it was nice being out there. My first time going out there, the fans just kind of giving me that round of applause. That was pretty awesome. I'd missed like the interaction with the fans for sure. So that was pretty awesome.
Coach said from a hitting standpoint that when you're in the box, it looks like no injury ever happened. What did it feel like when you first got back there?
I was nervous for sure. Yeah, no, I was nervous, but these past few weeks, just so much work in the cages, so much work on the field, and these coaches just kind of taking me at the right pace. So it's been great being back in the box. Like, there's nothing like that feeling of stepping back in the box and, kind of having that confidence build up again. But these past few weeks have been great. Mechanics have been good. I'm excited to start playing games, and I know we got a little something going on today, but I'm excited to get back in the box and start facing pitchers again.
Are you back to 100%?
Yeah, I am.
When,
I am.
When would you say you were back to 100%?
I got cleared a couple days ago for live at bats, but I've been doing everything in practice, base running. Obviously, I'm not diving or anything right now, just to, if I save that for season. But no, I've been going since I've been back. So everything in the cages. The biggest thing was I wanted to be with the team. I didn't like the separation from the team last year. That's like the worst part of an injury. But no, I just wanted to be with the team. Anything I could do with the team. And the coaches knew that. When you have someone who's been through the same injuries as me on our coaching staff and they've played in the big leagues for a long time, they can kind of help you guide you through this process. And that was the biggest thing, just being with the team.
Coach early talked about, obviously, last year, moving forward, thinking forward, but is that you guys in the clubhouse have a chip on your shoulder about the way last year went and just trying to, move forward in that direction here?
I mean, you should have a chip on your shoulder every single year, no matter what happens. But like I said, we leave last year in the past. It's a whole new team, whole new locker room. So we're going to come out here and do everything we can to be the best version of ourselves. Like I said, do the common things uncommonly well. We have a lot of great players, a lot of great talent, and I think everyone in this locker room is ready to go out there and start playing. So
what did you do at home when you had all that time to yourself, and how did you stay connected?
Well, I was on the phone with Coach early quite a bit, that's for sure. But no, while I was home, it was more just I was training every single day, getting everything. I've never had the time period to kind of focus on the little things. It's always just been baseball, baseball, baseball. So I think I was able to really focus on my body, the things I needed to get healthy, things I needed to strengthen. But yeah, while I was home, it was a lot of mental work, a lot of physical work as well. But like I said, those people back at home helped me through a lot of it, and we did a great job getting where I am.
Anything else for Gavin?
Did you and Shane Sadeo get any close? Both guys, sidelined with injuries last year?
Yeah, I mean, we were close from freshman year as well, so it's like you get close to everyone on the team no matter whether you're playing or not. But no, yeah, we're all close.
All right, that's all we got. Thanks,
All right,
Gavin.
guys. Thank you.